Well, is it business or pleasure for them? You know, speaking of killing people, Dr. Kevorkian, I guess, did you hear about this? He was sentenced today. He got 10 to 25. I know. And to add insult to injury, you know, the minute he gets to prison, he's going to have to fight some Chicano dude who says Dr. Death is his nickname. Now, also, a kind of a mixed day for President Clinton. Susan McDougal exonerated, but Susan Wright Weber, the judge in Arkansas, found President Clinton to be in contempt of court during his testimony about the Paula Jones situation. She said apparently that he was lying. I had not heard that charge leveled about President Clinton before, but apparently he may be disbarred, which would mean he cannot make a living being a lawyer after he leaves office. In addition to the $800,000 he already gave to Paula Jones, another $1,200 for court costs. I tell you, the last time a penis racked up this kind of costs, it was being reattached to John Wayne Bobbitt. And speaking of which, this was recent news today. British scientists, listen to this, think they are very, very close to a birth control pill for men. Yes. But they want to get it absolutely perfect before they give the Irish a chance to refuse to use it. Okay. Let's meet our panel. She is an Oscar-winning actress, and her new movie, Freak City, debuts on Showtime this Sunday at 8. Marlee Matlin. Marlee. Hey, you. Pleasure to meet you. Thanks. Have a seat. He has a daily talk show on KABC LA. It goes into national syndication this Thursday. Dennis Prager. Dennis. How are you, Dennis? Good to see you. His CDs include Grit Sandwiches for Breakfast and Early Morning Stone Pimp. His new one is Devil Without a Cause. Kid Rock. Kid Rock, how you doing? Good to see you. And he'll be at the Apotex Ford Center for the Performing Arts in Toronto, April 29th. He also has his own talk show, Howie Mandel. Yeah, Howie, buddy. How are you, my friend? Okay. All right, and this over here, the children's table.
It's Gilbert Godfrey.
It's Jack Jason, Marlee Matlin's interpreter. It does remind me of, remember at Thanksgiving, you had to sit at the kids' table, but, you know, we love you and what you're doing.
Okay,
and I wish I knew, like, the beginning of this, and then I know.
Try not to take this stuff. I'm off with this.
Idiot at this, but thank you. Okay. Well, we talk often on the show about frivolous lawsuits. I don't know if you consider this frivolous. I will ask you this question. Now, we've all known about these horrible school shootings that have taken place over the last 3 years, which I am against. I don't care who knows it. But the one in Paducah, the parents of the students who were shot have sued before. Now they are suing, get this, Time Warner, Sony, Nintendo, and 23 other media companies on the grounds that video games, movies like The Basketball Diaries, and other media things inspire kids to shoot.
Well, everybody who celebrated the lawsuits against tobacco companies and against gun companies should celebrate this. If we're going to blame people who know smoking is dangerous, we're going to blame the companies and sue them, then we should sue violent movie makers. The floodgates have been opened, and now people will be drowned. You can't say we don't blame people for their own decisions in case X, but in case Y, we do blame them. If we allow people to blame companies for their smoking and their shooting...
That's the problem with America. There's nothing that's individual anymore. It's everybody. It's got to follow a standard. Well, if they sue and they get it, then they can sue and they can get it. Nobody looks at anything individually at all anymore.
Shunning responsibility. I think it's just crazy. I think we're responsible for our own children. I think we're responsible for our own children, and I don't think if they are able to be influenced by anything they see on television, then we should take the responsibility for raising people that are influenced in this way.
Let's sue our parents.
No, but absolutely. You know, I got an idea today.
Where were the parents in all this? Where were the parents? Where were they in terms of controlling how the kids got the gun? Where were they in controlling?
They were out buying...
Smoking pot, drinking 40.
They were out buying them video games and TV games. My daughter, the other day, ruined a plant. I spent $300 on this tree in the backyard, and she pulled it over, and she was sitting on the end of it, and I asked her what she was doing, and she said she was waiting for it to fling her into the pool area, and I am now mounting a suit against Wile E. Coyote and the acting company.
There you go. I want a piece of that. I want a piece of that.
Bill, there was a lawsuit, checking the internet for my radio show today. There's a lawsuit, I believe, out of Chicago. This is God's honest truth. A lawyer has taken the case. A guy is suing toothbrush manufacturers and the American Dental Association for gum abrasion. He feels that he has not been sufficiently warned as to the hardness of toothbrush bristles.
I think I should sue Dennis for wearing a red tie. It's making my eyes hurt. You know, my eyes really hurt, and that red tie really has something to do with it. So I want to sue him and the manufacturing company.
Right.
There's one case where there was a deaf woman who was pulling into a drive-in at a Burger King, and because she wanted to order something, but she couldn't order because there was a little drive-through and nobody could hear her, and she couldn't hear them, so she drove up to the window and she said, I want something. They said, no, you have to go back or come in. And she said she had a baby and she couldn't go in, so she sued Burger King because she said they violated her civil rights.
Right.
But I don't. That's not what she said. I happen to know. Okay, we have to take a commercial. We'll be right back.
Tomorrow, when our guests will be Chuck Woolery, Christopher Reeve, Adam Cohn, and Charmaine Yost.
Okay, let's talk a little about ethnic stuff, because there was a big story out here in California in the city of Inglewood, not Englewood, near where I grew up, Inglewood. Okay, they canceled all the ethnic celebrations at the high school because...
Good.
Listen,
bad idea.
Good.
Bad idea.
Good. I think it's good. I think religion should be kept at home and in the church. And
this was ethnic, actually. That may be true.
I thought
he's ready to agree.
Not good. Not good. Not good.
Not good. You're canceling a
party.
What's
wrong with learning about other individual cultures? I don't expect that they would actually eat my matzahs on Passover during my Jewish holiday, but what's wrong with learning about it?
I'd like to eat your matzahs.
Can we take it a step?
What's wrong?
Or any other day. But, you know,
it seems that the purpose of an American public school should be to Americanize students. The principal should announce, I don't care what your background is, as far as I am concerned, you are all humans and Americans. All your other identities are yours and your family's. We are here to have you love and be American because we have a motto called E pluribus unum.
But Dennis,
should we learn
Should we learn about other cultures?
Yes, learn about them. About is different than celebrate them. We celebrate
you don't have to learn them or celebrate them. You don't have to celebrate them.
Oh, okay, but that's what they were doing. You know, everybody, whoever clamored the most.
See, what happened is that the blacks got Black History Month. Okay, but the Spanish only get one day with Cinco de Mayo.
But this is what
so they wanted to kill each other. And the Spanish were...
Listen, listen, I have a son that's mixed. My son, his mother's black, and I'm white. So on Martin Luther King Day, does he get a half a day? Like, how does that work?
Well,
I'm still trying to figure that whole thing out.
That's exactly.
Right.
I say take the whole day off and go home and learn about... Have a party.
I hate to inject a fact into this discussion, but we all get Martin Luther King Day. It's not just the black people who get it.
Yeah, but the white people always go like, I'm going to go... You go to work on Martin Luther King Day. I know you do.
Actually, I go to work on all national holidays. I'm a radio talk show, so I have no choice.
But you go to work with a little extra like...
I celebrate the holiday on my show. I just want you to know. I honor each of the holidays. Even President's Day, which has become...
Are you talking about ethnicity or religion?
I mean, you mentioned religion. Like, why should even Christmas be a national holiday? It's a religious event.
Well, I think we should all be allowed to celebrate, and we should take the days off. I don't think that I have to encroach my religion on other people. I can't tell you how traumatized I was as a kid. I was the only Jew in my class, and the first time I had to take a shower, I was the only one that was circumcised. And just explaining what that deal was. Now, I went to an all-girls school, so that's why. But the thing is...
Even in my daughter's school, they won't even let kids put up Christmas decorations, or they won't let them put up Hanukkah decorations. They want to respect each and everybody's religion and make it just one.
Not one religion.
How about no religion?
Not religion. No religion
should not be in the school.
No religion whatsoever.
Right.
Well, the problem is that with the total absence of religion in our schools, I think there are certain negative consequences. I am a Jew, and I think that Christmas does belong in some way in the school and in the country, even though it's not my holiday. It is a founding religion of this society. We are not neutral vis-a-vis that fact. And I'll just tell you this, I've done a lot of shows about all the cursing that goes on in schools, for example, kids yelling all sorts of words in the hall.
We're not a founding Christian nation.
Sure, we are, though. Not in the sense of a theological basis to the government, but Christians played the formative role in founding the society.
No, many of the founding fathers were not Christians, they were deists.
I know. This is well, to inject a fact, as you so cutely put earlier, they were largely Christian, and it's an ironic thing. Well, yes, they were, and Christianity was regarded, certainly God. How about this? Can we agree that God belongs there? Every president...
No, I think the celebration belongs there. If you're going to have a party on a day to celebrate,
they put God in the Pledge of First. That's a product of...
Instead of and also it's we the people who believe in God.
Right.
Yes.
But that's a recent invention.
You're right,
but
every president...
That was not around.
Every president has sworn on a Bible, taken the oath of office. Should we remove that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We should.
Swear on Penthouse.
I mean,
no, but I think we, the people, believe in God. God should remain in us, should remain in our homes, in our families, in our places of worship, but not in...
and then atheists go where?
For the president to take the oath on a Bible? Is it wrong to swear on a Bible in a courthouse?
It's very wrong.
What should they swear on the yellow pages?
What does it really mean?
How about their hearts?
On their hearts?
Yeah, we all definitely have a heart.
I trust the code more than I trust the heart.
Oh, really? You go to school, though, and not be themselves.
Do you really believe that if they swore to God, therefore they will not lie? It's within yourself,
no,
you know?
It's like going to church every week. I will not sin anymore, but just forgive me for this week here.
You're swearing on something that's incited a lot of violence. Talk about the media incited a lot of violence, and is a lot of people in this country now telling all of us that because of what's in the Bible, we should hate homosexuals and do a lot of other things that I don't believe in, and I wouldn't want to swear on that.
Well, that's not fair, because there's nothing in the Bible that even suggests you should hate homosexuals. It's a...
Well, tell that...
It's going to be a big topic right here. We better move on.
Tell that to Pat Robertson.
Do you believe religion should be in the school?
I believe that certainly God should be in the school.
God, yes.
Okay? But the Supreme Court has ruled you can't even say, may God bless the graduating class.
But you're saying God should be in school.
What about every other God?
But your interpretation of God as a Jew would be different than somebody else's.
Like whose? The God that I worship is identical to the God
of the
normative Christian and the normative Muslim.
Okay, but you as a Jew, do you want to learn about Jesus Christ in school?
Why not?
You want your children to?
Why not?
I rest my case. I have no idea what it was.
I, as a Jew, feel closer to Christian values than to secular values. We share a common God, we share a common 10 Commandments, we share a common code. What do I share with secularism as a basis? I love secularism for government, but secularism for life?
Okay. I have to make money, as you said. Touched on a couple of...
You taught me how to swear in sign language.
Yeah. Oh, like we all don't know that to begin with. How would you say screw you with your hand? Okay. But since we've talked about some of the other things that are upsetting people, like race and religion, let's go all the way. There was a story about marriage and rape that I've been anxious to ask a panel about because I think it's very divisive. There was a couple in Sherman Oaks that was abducted by a gunman, and he took them to an ATM to get the money, and then he made the husband watch as he raped the wife. And I think people are divided over how the husband should handle this. Should you knowingly walk into his hail of gunfire to save your wife?
Hell yeah.
You do.
Yeah, you walk right into that's your wife, man. The person that's going to have your kids, man. You go and... What if you were my wife, and you're standing there, you getting it, you know, and this guy's taking all your cash, and I'm just supposed to sit there like...
No.
No.
I dropped to my back and put my foot right where the... Bam!
Yeah.
Listen,
but you might be
I
shot
might be
first.
dead.
Yeah, it might be
I'm
shot.
married. Thank you.
So what?
I'm married to a cop, and the one thing that I make sure of, there's two things we make sure of.
That he would
You're
do that.
married to a cop?
No.
You're right. Excuse me.
I'm prettier. Don't look at Jeff. Anyway, for sure, I mean, unfortunately, it's sad that I would choose to be raped because...
You choose to be raped?
Because my husband would be alive, and I'd rather have a alive husband.
Right.
And then I can go to support groups, and I don't want to experience it naturally. But if I had no choice, I want my husband alive.
Right.
Of course, I would give him hell afterwards, but, you know, whatever.
well, chances are,
And listen,
go ahead.
No, I would make sure that he kills them after he's done.
That might not happen. That might be your only chance right there. Go for him and go for the throat as hard as you can. You still got to be a good shot with that gun. Those robbers are as nervous as you. Go ahead.
But he has a gun.
No, he has a gun. He has a gun, and you don't. So chances are that if you get killed, she's going to get raped anyhow.
Exactly.
That's probably going to go down. But at least you die with honor. You know, at least you go down and you're looking out for your wife.
Well, wait. What if we put it the other way? Let us say a woman is told, sleep with me or I will kill your husband. I would expect my wife to do that. Well, honey, I stayed pure, and you're dead.
Nowadays, nobody stands up for anything. Nobody stands up for nothing anymore. Everyone just says, "Oh, you're gonna threaten me? How much money do you want? Put the gun away. I'll give it to you."
It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
I have children that I also have to take care of. I want a wife to live with till I'm 100 years of age.
That's the problem.
I don't want to feel good as I go down a hail of bullets. You're dead if you do
nowadays. Some guy puts a gun in your window in your car and tells you to get out. Everyone gets out. Grab his arm, man. Break it. Try something. Do anything, because people will stop if they know that you're going for their throat.
So, but it's easy to talk.
It is. It is easy to talk.
As you're proving.
It is.
Have
you've proven it every day with this.
I know, but I'm not. But I mean, you're saying you go up against guys who are killing, and have you ever done any of these things where you're? Because I think at the heat of the battle, maybe the situation is different.
Yeah, I was walking down Melrose today, and some guy made a comment to my sister or something. I walked back, and you know what the stupidest thing this guy said was? He said something dumb. I don't even know what it was, but his buddy's sitting there with a kid, with an infant. And I walked up to him, and I'm like, how real would it be if I came back, you know, I'm standing in your face, and I just smack you upside your head right now? I was like, then it gets real. Then it ain't a game anymore. And see, and his buddy's sitting there with a kid, like, what, are you going to put the kid down? All three guys are going to get up and fight me? I was like, why would you say something like that sitting there with an infant?
Like, he didn't have a gun?
Why did you
no
say
gun.
something like that?
No gun.
But that
what was the situation?
There was no situation. He just walked by and remember something at my sister.
Just learn to let go.
What's something, you know, hey, nice ass, you know, hey, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, smart guy, huh? How about I pop you upside your head, smart guy?
But that to me is a guy, you look like you're looking for a fight.
No, this guy, I'm looking for a fight. This guy says something. I respect people face value.
Actually, having a nice buttocks is a compliment, isn't it? I mean, Howie, if I said to you that you had a very nice and attractive buttocks, what would you think of me?
I think you're gay.
All right. We'll take a commercial. We'll be right back.
Planning to be in the Los Angeles area and would like free tickets to Politically Incorrect, call 323-575-4321.
All right, we're talking about fighting. Now, I assume you've been in a lot of fights?
What about two guns?
What about two guns at your head?
Right to my head?
Yeah.
Not have any more brains. What are we going to do, you know?
Well,
why would someone have two guns?
His sister's got a great ass. What are you going to do?
you know, maybe if you had a sister with a little less nice ass, you wouldn't always be getting into such trouble. I saw her today. I said something to her. Ooh.
You're just mad about the gay comment.
Okay.
Come on.
Tomorrow we're going to have Charmaine Yost, Adam Cohn, Christopher Kidd Reed, and Chuck Woolery. Chuck Woolery.
The man